Never say these phrases to kids. Parenting tips and advice. Being a mom or dad isn't easy. There's no manual that tells parents exactly how to raise a child. If there was, there would be no need for videos like this. Child rearing and how one approaches it is constantly changing. All parents can do is learn from the past while incorporating new strategies, along with their own ideas on how to reinforce good behavior and values into their child's upbringing. It might not always be easy to know exactly what to do, but you can begin by identifying what you should avoid. Finding effective ways to communicate with your kids is key, experts say, because it's so easy to give kids the wrong message or understanding during this impressionable time. Childhood is an extremely important time of a child's life. It is a time where they learn and grow the most. The things kids learn, see, and hear when they are children are what shape the type of person they will eventually become when they're older. So that is why it is extremely important to take some parenting advice and parenting tips and understand why you should or shouldn't say certain things to your kids. This video will give you some solid parenting tips and parenting advice on phrases you might want to avoid saying to your children. Experts have outlined some of the most common phrases that parents use and why parents should never say some of them. How many of these have you used before? Before we begin this video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on all of our awesome life hacks, parenting tips, and parenting advice from your #1 bestie. And make sure you tell all your friends about our channel so they can join in on the fun. Now, keep watching as we count down the top phrases you should never say to your kids in their childhood. Number 8, never say, "Stop crying." It's important to encourage kids to express their emotions and help them recognize their feelings and deal with them effectively. Telling them to stop crying can make a child begin to stifle their emotions for fear they'll be punished. Number 7, never say, "Hurry up." At one point or another, most of us have probably rushed a child because we were in a hurry to get somewhere. Your tone of voice and how often you say it can make the child begin to feel guilty, especially if they're lagging behind because they're trying to do something themselves like tie their shoes. You don't want to negatively affect their confidence, and making them feel bad won't make them go any faster. Speaking of kids and childhood, do you know how many gifts experts recommend parents give their children for Christmas? Stick around to the end and you'll find out. Number 6, never say, "You know better than that." This comment usually lacks an effective message because oftentimes tiny humans don't actually know better. They can't weigh pros and cons as efficiently as an adult can, nor differentiate between right and wrong as effectively. Remember that for children, learning is a trial and error process. Number 5, never say, "Good job." Using the same phrase as positive reinforcement can turn into white noise for a child. Try to be more specific and outline what the child did well. Social psychologist Dr. Susan Newman says, "It is far more helpful in terms of encouragement and building self-esteem if you focus on how your child achieved something." Keep watching as we continue to count down the top phrases you should stop saying to your kids. Number 4, never say, "Wait until mom or dad gets home." We've all done it. Passing the torch to your spouse may seem like an empty threat with successful results, but experts say parents need to remain equals to their children. In the long run, having one parent as the go-to disciplinarian is much less effective than sticking together as a united team. Experts say that by diverting the discipline role, you're actually implying to your children that you don't have any power while giving it to the parent that isn't present. Sometimes it's difficult, but they say you shouldn't put off punishing a child's actions. You should handle them right then and there. Number 3, never say, "Why can't you be more like your sister?" The comparison is not an effective means of communication with your children, experts say. Using a frame of reference, such as a friend, or more often a sibling, may seem like a productive way to get across how you expect them to behave, but it doesn't usually work out that way. Your child can only be themselves and develop at their own pace, and comparing them to someone else makes it sound like you wish they were someone different. Number 2, never say, "You're so." Using a specific word or label to pigeonhole your child to specific characteristics can be harmful, experts say. Negative labels, such as calling them bad or lazy, can make children believe they actually are those things, and sometimes they even start to exhibit behavior within those stereotypes. The key to avoiding the negativity associated with a label is to address the issue specifically. Number 1. Never say, "Leave me alone," or "I'm busy." Children can begin to internalize you brushing them off and can be less likely to come to you in the future. Dr. Suzette Haddon-Elgin, the founder of the Ozark Center for Language Studies, says they begin to think there's no point in talking to you because you're always brushing them off. Try being more specific so they understand that you're actually busy but still want to make time for them. And now that you know the phrases you should stop saying to your kids, here is the answer to how many gifts you should consider giving kids for Christmas. Being a mom or dad around Christmas time isn't always easy. While childhood during Christmas time is almost always a glorious and joyous time, for parents, it's very different. It can be easy to get caught up in the consumerism aspect of the holiday season. With stores putting out their best Christmas displays and holiday music, who isn't tempted to get into the spirit and start buying presents for their loved ones, and maybe a couple extra presents for themselves? The easiest ploy to get sucked into during the holidays is the idea that we must fulfill our kids' entire wish lists. The holiday madness keeps us believing that we need to top ourselves every year in order to give our kids the most magical, memorable Christmas yet. But more people are turning to the 3-gift Christmas rule more than ever. Studies suggest buying fewer gifts for your children, or 3 each to be exact, is all they need. After the 3rd, studies show they become more enthralled in opening the presents than what's actually inside. Buying an overload of gifts, studies show, is not only a waste of your hard-earned money, but your kids probably won't remember half of what they received. The good news is the gift-giving strategy will save you time and money while teaching your kids to be more appreciative of every present they receive. Every parent can put their own spin on a 3-gift rule. One mother suggests making one of the 3 gifts a toy they've been begging for or a game they've been dying to play, and the other 2 gifts something small. Mom blogger and personal finance expert Lauren Grootman uses categories for her 3-gift rule: something they want, something they need, and something they wear, while adding a 4th category for a Christmas Eve gift, something they read. Limiting the number of gifts given to 3 or 4, says Grootman, really makes me focus on choosing quality presents that convey my love without breaking my budget. To see her full strategy in utilizing the 3-gift rule as well as the benefits, you can check out her website, www.laurengrootman.com. Find ways to incorporate the 3-gift rule in a way that suits your family. There are so many ways to make this holiday special outside of the gifts, and the 3-gift rule is a great way to keep the real meaning of Christmas in perspective. What are some phrases you say to your kids that you think you should stop saying? And what do you think of the 3-gift Christmas rule? What do you think are some of the hardest parts of being a mother or a father? Let us know in the comment section below. Enjoyed this video? Hit the like button and share with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.